At first, this might raise some questions. What can the connection be between a comic character, a chronograph watch, and a space agency? While the connection between the last two should be quite familiar with all you speedies and watch enthusiasts, the presence of the Snoopy in this three-way equation is quite questionable. Sure, Snoopy is cute and has become a cult character over the years, but why would he be printed on the dial and the case back of the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch? What do space exploration, watchmaking, and comics have in common? Well, the answer is simple: the Apollo 13 mission, an incident, the recovery of the crew, and a special honor awarded for outstanding achievements. Dubai Watch Geek, your watch specialist next door in the region. If you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share and comment your thoughts below. As 2020 marks the 50th anniversary of the Apollo 13 mission and the launch of the Snoopy 3 to commemorate it, I thought it would be a great idea to look back at the role of the Omega Speedmaster in recovering the crew of the Apollo 13 mission, how it earned the Silver Snoopy Award, and which speedy watches are linked to Snoopy.
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here.
Jack Swiggert's terse communication with NASA Mission Control Center is the stuff of legend. 26 seconds earlier, when the spacecraft had reached the near lunar environment, severe problems occurred. Following the explosion of an oxygen tank, the crew heard a pretty large bang, and accompanied by fluctuations in electrical power and the firing of the attitude control thrusters, the space odyssey of Apollo 13 could have very well ended in tragedy. After several hours of trouble, ground control came up with a band-aid solution, requiring Lovell, Swigert, and Hayes to fix the issue with materials found on board the module. The failure of the onboard instruments meant that the Apollo 13 crew needed the Omega Speedmaster watch first to time the ignition of the rockets to shorten the estimate length of the return to Earth, and secondly to time the ignition of the rockets to decrease speed and raise the flight path angle for re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere. This second operation was crucial, since any mistake in the timing could have led to an incorrect entry angle and, as a result, potential disaster for the crew. Omega Speedmaster's precision timekeeping miraculously let the flight go well, and the crew returned to Earth alive on the 17th April 1970. Now, you might say, I understand the life-saving role of the Speedmaster in the Apollo 13 mission, but why the Snoopy? Hold your horses, I'm not done yet. The special connection between Snoopy and NASA first started in the 1960s, when Charles Schulz began creating comic strips depicting the lovable dog on the moon. Those animations captured public excitement about American adventures in space and established Snoopy as a symbol of exploration. So in 1968, when NASA went in search of a face for its safety program, Snoopy was the obvious choice as a watchdog. The Beagle first became associated with the space program thanks to Apollo 10, which was a dress rehearsal for Apollo 11. The Apollo 10 command module was called Charlie Brown and the Lunar Excursion module Snoopy. Snoopy was chosen as the name for the Lunar Excursion module because its job was to snoop around for good landing sites for Apollo 11. Later, Al Sharp, then the director of public affairs for the Manned Spacecraft Center, came up with the idea of the Silver Snoopy Award. The Silver Snoopy Award is defined as a special honor awarded to NASA employees and contractors for outstanding achievements related to human flight safety or mission success. It consists of a sterling silver Snoopy lapel pin flown during a NASA mission, a commendation letter, and a signed framed silver Snoopy certificate. The Omega Speedmaster played an important role during Apollo 13 as one of the most important pieces of equipment that served as backup to the faulty instruments and thus helped save the crew members. On 5th October 1970, NASA gave the Omega and the Speedmaster a Snoopy Award to acknowledge the crucial role the watch played. So there it is, the history that connects Snoopy, NASA, and the Omega Speedmaster. Now let's take a look at the first Snoopy watch. Speedy enthusiasts had to wait until 2003 for the brand to introduce a watch that commemorates the Snoopy Award received in 1970. First Snoopy-related Speedmaster watch was a mild evolution of the regular Speedmaster professional moon watch. The main difference was the Snoopy Awards logo printed in the small seconds counter and a specific case back. This 2003 Speedy Snoopy with the reference number 3578.51 was made in an impressively large batch of 5,441 pieces. There's a reason behind this odd number. The number has to do with the 142 hours, 54 minutes and 41 seconds that the mission lasted. Then the Omega launched the second Snoopy version in 2015, this time for the 45th anniversary of the mission. This model, limited to 1970 pieces, a reference to the year Omega was presented with its award by the crew members, was a more drastic departure from the regular Moonwatch. While the case and the movement are identical, the white dial is unique to this watch and features several nice details such as Snoopy in a prone position, a thought bubble with the words spoken by Ed Harris as NASA flight director Gene Kranz, Apollo 13 movie Failure is not an option, as well as a luminous 14-second track with the words, "What could you do in 14 seconds?" as a reference to the 14-second course correction engine burn the Speedmaster timed during the mission. It also features a ceramic tachymeter bezel and a case back with a silver Snoopy emblem, a timepiece that Omega themselves didn't expect to make huge waves and market value multiplying up to 4-fold. Lastly, this brings us to the third Snoopy version. Omega has now issued a new Speedmaster edition to commemorate 50th anniversary of the Silver Snoopy Award. The new Omega Speedmaster features the famous cartoon beagle on the dial. The watch uses a 42mm stainless steel case and has the same twisted lugs as seen on the 4th generation Speedmaster models that went to the moon. It is also fitted with a blue ceramic bezel insert with a tachymeter scale with markings in white enamel. The watch has a silver dial that's been laser engraved and a tri-compax layout with the blue subdials. A spacesuit wearing Snoopy in the exact style of the Silver Snoopy Award pin appears as an embossed silver medallion on the 9 o'clock subdial. The watch's case back is where the fun starts. It shows Snoopy in a command service module flying around the far side of the moon. In the distance, the Earth disk rotates once a minute, in sync with the watch's running seconds hand at 9 o'clock. The chronograph seconds hand is in sync with the hand that props up Snoopy's command service module. So when the chronograph is activated, the Snoopy begins his journey around the moon. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the first unboxing and hands-on review of the Snoopy 3 in UAE right on your YouTube screens as and when the first batch arrives. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. See you soon.